Hello guys, and welcome back to another week of me learning how to play the acoustic guitar. I want to give a kind of an update of where I was at on everything and go over some new things that I'm trying to learn as cross-picking, and I've got some new songs that I'm working on learning and just mainly just really getting into it. We're about the third week in now, and I don't know where I should be at, but I know where I am. And just to recap a little bit, I'm of course working on my chords. And I've kind of got them down pretty good where I can get to them and not have to think about it. My hand just kind of goes there. One change I did make though, I was making my G chord like this, a ring finger on the low E string here at the 3rd fret, my middle finger on the A string at the 2nd fret, and then my pinky finger on the high E string down here at the 3rd fret. And that's how I started off making my G. And I've actually switched now to where my middle finger is up here on the low E string, my ring fingers on the B string at the 3rd fret, and my pinky fingers on the E string at the 3rd fret. I think it sounds better, and you may ask me, why did you make that change for, or what's the reason behind it? The only reason behind it is because Banjo Ben told me to do it. But I've kind of gotten used to making my G shape that way, and then my C, D, E minor, E. Here's something else I wanted to ask too, for the guitar players that are out there. Like when I'm learning my chords, I'm not learning just random chords. Like when I try to learn them, and I guess I take this maybe from the banjo when I was playing, or you know, from playing the banjo. If I'm learning chords, I kind of learn them in groups instead of just randomly. Of course, everybody starting out, I think, kind of goes the G, C, D range, which is in the key of G, and that's the 1-4-5 chord of the key of G, but also the E minor is in the key of G, so I kind of learn that with it, and all the I guess the common chords, I guess you could say, in a key is what I kind of group together as I'm doing it, like A, D, E, right, the A, D, E out of the A scale. I haven't really got much into like the C scale or mainly any other scales, to be honest with you, to got to group them together. But those are the two I've been working on, is like the A and the G, out of the key of G and the key of A. Been working on those quite a bit. One chord I'm having trouble with, and I'm gonna sit down this week and really just absolutely concentrate on doing it, is the F. I can't make the F chord. I can't make it sound good. I can't get close to it. It's hard as hell, and I've got to work on it. The thing I've been doing, and I know I've done it in other videos before in the past, I haven't really been concentrating on it a whole lot. I have here recently got back more into it, but it's a G scale, 2-octave G scale going across the strings, and I've just done it starting up here. I haven't really went down into the neck any to get those. Then I've also got to work on going back down that G scale. I'm nowhere near. I'd look like an idiot trying to get back through it right now. But I want to be able to do that down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up through the scale and back up to get kind of used to that. Because I just knowing those strings and knowing how to get to a certain note that I want to get to will help out down the road. Maybe not right now, but I know it will down the road just from my time playing the banjo. Also, one other thing I've kind of committed to memory too is the first 2 strings down about to the I don't know, the 9th or 10th fret, the notes here. So I know that's a G, C, I know that's an A, D, B, E, C, F on those first 2 strings, so I'll know at least G, A, B, C, D, E. I know the high E string is going to be the same as the low E string, so like on the 3rd, I know that's a G, right? A, B, C, D, E. Top and bottom E string and then I've worked on this second string here, trying to memorize those and get those down so I'll know. The thing I've worked on a little bit, and I hope this kind of stays in tune when I do this, because I don't want to retune it. But I'm going to fret it here at the second fret, which capo at A. And then there's a couple of songs which one I know I've wore completely out, but I keep playing it just to kind of get used to my hand moving on the strings a little bit. But which is Ojo Clark, the melody of it, and I just do that just to kind of, just to do it. I want to get, keep trying to get better at it. The other song I've got right now is Cripple Creek. I'm not real good at it, but here we go. Jeez Louise, man. Anyways, that's where I'm at with it right now. I've still got to work on speeding it up and getting through it and doing the whole deal, but that's I've got to learn the high part of it, and then I've got to put it all together and then be able to play it a little faster before. Something I have started into in the past probably 3-4 days maybe. I just started into cross picking. Now, I'm not sure what everybody's terminology of cross picking is. Let me explain what I'm doing and whatever it is, it is. I use the term cross picking, but people have different terms for cross picking, but this is how I'm learning it. So it's, and right now I'm working on just working on these first 3 strings on my exercise, which is down on the G string, up on the B string, down on the high E. So it's down, up, down. Well, then I come back up on the G string, down on the B string, and up on the high E string. So down, up, down, up, down. But that's what I'm working on right now and getting my hand speed to it. And you just heard me do it right there, and that's pretty much my max speed on it right now. And that is like as slow as you could possibly even. Like nobody would ever play it that slow, but I'm just learning it, so. So you can see how slow I done it, and that's what I'm working on, is getting my speed up on that. Later on through the exercises, there's exercises going up the strings, like going to the next string up and then doing the same pattern on them 3 strings and going to string up and doing the next 3 pattern, you know, on those 3 strings. I haven't got there yet. I'm mainly working on just trying to get my hand used to that motion, that up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. The actual roll, once I get rolling like a 4-beat roll, let's say, on a measure, when down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So anyways, guys, that's where I'm at practicing on the guitar. I'm averaging probably an hour and a half a day practicing. It's just taking time to get my hand used to doing everything. A lot of people ask, is it harder to go from banjo to guitar or guitar to banjo? That's a loaded question because there's so many different ways to play the guitar. Like if you were just trying to learn to, you know, strum the guitar, right? That's pretty easy. That's pretty easy to learn. You can go from anything to that and learn it pretty easy. But when you get into what I'm doing now, like cross picking and doing some of those things and single string picking on the guitar, I'm telling you, this cross picking pattern is the hardest thing I've ever tried to get my hand to do in my life. I have videos which will probably come out more towards the end of this year, where I put kind of a compilation together of my year through trying to learn the guitar. There's going to be a video come out that shows when I first started trying to do the cross picking deal, and hopefully by that time I'm much more efficient at doing cross picking, and it just shows how hard it was for me. It really was. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for joining me on this journey. I greatly appreciate it, and I'm gonna keep practicing, and we'll see where we get to.